Hello, hello. I'm gonna skip the countdown screen because I don't know how much time I have left. Wait, that sounds dark. I don't know how much time I have to stream today. We were supposed to be grabbing burgers for lunch, but apparently we're grabbing it much later, which means I don't really know when that's gonna happen. So figured I might as well use all the time I can. How is this coming along? What was this limited by? This is limited by red chips. And then red chip production is limited by, I think, just producing red chips, right? Wait, no, it's... Oh, wait. Green chips are backing up again. Okay, now that yeah, now that we're not producing an excessive amount of red chips, it's going a lot better. How many red chip assemblers do we have? 30. I don't know how many more we can afford. Probably a few. How's plastic over here? Okay, so plastic over here is backed up. That means realistically, let's see, what does a yellow assembler cost? We could get some extra if we make some yellow assemblers. Let's see, do we have a... We should have a requester chest somewhere, right? Yeah, okay. Let's see, do we have enough landing pads? Yes. That's fine. Not ideal, but it should be okay. Third time's the charm. Okay, hopefully that works. I think they can request everything. Yeah. And then we'll limit it to... Honestly, I think what we'll do is we'll do a logistic network limit. Because I don't really want that many assembling machines. I almost typed automation 3, less than like 10. Better than a chest limit. Yeah, it's better than a chest limit because I really don't want a full stack. Like, that's too many. But this should partially fix our red chip shortage because we can add more. Is that bad? No, it's not bad. We can add more productivity modules and they'll just get extra speed from it. I think we have the power to support that. Honestly, I don't know how our power is doing. We might need to start expanding this again. We have a blueprint for this. I'm pretty sure we actually saved it. Yes. Okay, let's make this relative if we can. 50-50. Okay, that's very, very easy. I don't know how many... I really don't know how many accumulators we have in the network. I probably should have checked that before I pasted these. Where are the accumulators? Let's see. Solar panels are... Oh, wait. We do need to be careful. Because the only reason that we have green chips again for red chips is because they are starting to back up. So that could actually be a problem. Yeah. I mean, it probably is not a huge deal. How's our casting? These ones... Can these take prod mods? Rejects productivity modules. Okay, they can't take prod mods, which means we could give them... Honestly, efficiency modules aren't that useful either. Yeah, we don't need to worry about it. The main thing is I want to slowly improve red chip production, so that way we can send more up into space. Let's set it to 2,000 or something. We could do a limit right now. Let's see, how can we get another signal? I think what we can do is we can get a green network here. Hopefully this doesn't break things. Okay, does that break anything? I've never used two networks before. I don't know if they cause problems by default. I guess we'll find out. Let's see. If I hover over this wire, is that receiving all the signals? No, that one's only receiving the red. Yeah, I don't know quite how this works. I think we can't just connect them like that. I'm not really sure. No, it does not look like we can just connect them like that. Okay. I thought we could keep like two separate signals that way, but does not seem to like that unless I missed something. But yeah, I think we just can't. can't do that. That's okay. We can make another signal transmitter, probably. Assuming we have one. Do we have one? I guess is a better question. Looks like it. Perfect. Signal transmitter, connect it. Oh, and we need another set of these. Where's the signal transmitter? So we can just place this. Actually, that's a terrible spot for a signal transmitter, isn't it? Where is the transmitter? Why can't it fit here? Can't build on empty space. Why is there empty space? I guess is the question I should be asking. And can I move the roboports? That might help. Let's see. What don't we need? We don't need these logistic bots. Okay. Where it at? Where do we put the scaffolds? Okay, there should be no empty space now, so that should help. Perfect. Okay, go back to, I guess we can use red wire for this. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really make a difference. And then disconnect the green. Don't think it matters, but might as well. Okay, signal transmitter and Novice Orbit 2. There's probably a better way to do this. But because of how the filters are set, I kind of need to keep them separate. It's not necessarily a good design, but it is the reason it has to function this way. Now, hopefully this will be the last time we need to do something like this, though. So I have a signal receiver, we have this, and we want to add these to the silo. Right? Yeah, we connect this to which side of it? The other side, right? Yeah, flip it. Yeah, as soon as the bot should place that, right? I have those automated. Okay, these have not produced yet. Why have these not produced? Red chips, okay. I did not realize those required red chips. Ironic that we're trying to fix the red chip shortage right now and we're out of red chips. That's okay. There we go. Okay, we have enough of that junk. Okay, they got the combinator. Perfect. And then these can be replaced with the fancy filters over here. There we go. Okay, we don't need this green wire, I don't think, do we? Oh, no, never mind, we do need that green wire. I don't quite remember why we need it, but I'm fairly certain we need it. And then this just connects to any of those, which we can't do quite yet, so guess we'll just leave it. Anything bad there? Nope, okay. And then the signal transmitter, I thought we had a signal transmitter. I guess we'll just... I guess we changed where it was. Yeah, right, yeah, we just forgot we deleted it temporarily. Okay. And then click there so we can monitor our grid. Okay, hopefully this works. So this grid will make it that these change filters based on what this is requesting. We definitely need to fix it. We don't have a signal transmitter. Ooh, that's not good. What is this? Do we have anything spare we can use? I don't think so. Also, what do these require? 2 megawatts. Okay, that's not too bad. So what we could do is just request the stuff to craft it. Which, honestly, this should have most, right? The only thing it's missing is copper plates. Yeah, that's incredibly easy to fix. And there we go. That'll give us our signal transmitter. Probably too many. Or sorry, receiver. This one's the receiver. I know this one's very clearly the receiver. Like, it's giant, but I just... Like, it has the dish, the other one doesn't. But I always mix up the two. No real reason, but... One day. One day I'll understand. Okay, and I think this just connects to the output there. I don't really like how I have this built. It's kind of messy. But I'm sure we'll get the signal receiver soon, whenever bots decide to do their job. Okay, and then we'll be able to send a request up here. So actually, we could use this time to change what we're requesting. Literally none of this is useful. It's So get rid of most of this from the request slots. We need iron ingots, we need copper ingots, we need sulfur, we need heavy oil barrels, okay. Red chips, polished substrate, red chips. Okay, I fell for that like 3 times yesterday. How could I fall for it again today? Like, you think one day I would learn, but apparently I don't. And then we also need green chips. Again, that's not what they're called. They're called electronic circuits. I like green chips, but it is definitely not correct. And then this can be productivity modules. Okay, I at least got that one right. Okay, productivity, I don't know, like 500 green chips, 2,000 red chips, 2,000 polished substrate. I don't think we need a lot of polished substrates. We also don't need a ton of barrels for sulfur. A lot of this stuff gets recycled, so we don't need a ton of it at any given point. Not yet, at least. We will eventually. We will eventually need it. Also, I just realized you need coal to produce steel, like actual coal, if you want to use the steel ingot method, right? Like there's no other option. Steel ingot. Is that why someone was saying I need a lot of coal? I mean, it's not a ton, but actually, is it a ton? How much does this make? 8 coal produces. I can't tell where it is. Where's the casting? Is it under another tab? Oh, that's it. It's just one ingot. Okay. 500 molten iron, 8 coal makes 1 ingot. That's 10 steel. That sounds like a lot of steel. I don't think it is, or I don't think it's a lot of coal, but it's not an insignificant amount, but it's more than I would like. I guess productivity modules will go a long way for something like that. Let's see, how's Novice coming along? Okay, we got the signal transmitter. Perfect. Okay, and then these should be changing their filters based on what it's getting. Assuming we set it up correctly, but I very much doubt we did. Let's see, is that times -1? Okay, so that one is set up, right? Where can we look at the signals? Oh, that's what it is. Novice orbit 2. There we go. It was partially set up correctly, but not quite. This one will store like 500 productivity modules. That's good. This is actually a lot. Oh wait, they're glass limited. Of course they're glass limited. Why wouldn't they be glass limited? Everything's short on glass. Okay, well, I don't know if the amounts I'm requesting are good, but they'll do for a bit. And then we can just send the rocket up early, because we really just want to get effects transmission, which we should be able to get from everything up here, which is very nice. And we also, I would like to switch this to like some kind of actual mall, but I have no idea how to set that up. Because in my mind, I'm picturing like a really large like grid we can use, but or not so much a grid. I'm picturing like a very long mall and like a bus that we break off of. But the problem with that is that we don't have a ton of space, like at all. So we kind of have to figure out either how to cram it like somewhere in here or I mean, for now, I think the easiest course of action is actually to try to make it a little bit messy early on to get things automated, just so we can get things working. Because once we have stuff, we should be fine. Also, we need, what is this requesting? We don't need concrete. Well, I mean, we need some, but I don't think we need any more. I want construction bots in here, like another 200. Maybe 250. Actually, let's just leave it. Let's leave it at 300, 500. You can't go wrong with 500 construction bots, right? Like, we probably have that somewhere. Okay, those are getting green chips. Awesome. And then, did we get the assembling machines yet? Ooh, look at that. We did. Okay. So the easiest thing to do is just to put productivity modules in all of them and hope that we're okay. Because they should still be... I think they're still going to be faster. Like, with 4 prods, they're still faster, or at least equivalent to blue assemblers, but you get an extra, like, 8% out of it. So that should... Oh, yeah, it still went from 0.6 to 0.75, so that's a 15% increase? No, not a 50. It's a plus 0.515 increase. I don't Proportionally, that's much higher though. Plus an extra like 8%. So as long as we have the power, should be a pretty sizable bump. Because I think we have extra copper and stuff to work with. And sometimes we have extra green chips. It's not a guarantee, but occasionally we do. Yeah, we should have enough. Oh yeah, we should have plenty of copper wire. Plastic might be a problem. Interesting. How did those get damaged? Oh wait. Oh. How did that happen? Is that because of shallow water? I don't know how to fill in shallow water. Do I have to copy landfill onto it? I'm guessing what I have to do is landfill it and then cover it with a wall. So that way it's not like shallow water. Because they can walk on, I think they can walk on this, but I can't shoot over it. So hopefully we notice this in time before bots try to go across that gap vulnerability we just added. And then rocket launch sites, perfect. Okay, that's plenty of construction bots. We can just start filling it. Is there anything else we needed that we just don't need? Is there anything we just needed a little bit of? Like we could probably use some more big electric motors. Those are always good for machines and stuff. I don't think we're requesting them anywhere. No, we're not. Okay, the big electric motors would be good. Can't wait until we get actual like requester bots in a decent quantity. Like to where we don't have to use them so sparingly for requester chests. It'll be great for them all. I mean, honestly, that's really my biggest concern. I want it to be good for them all. Why are we getting so few green chips? I feel like this is not much, right? Like, what? Okay, it's not getting from the main line of green chips. I see. Like, it's supposed to be getting... I thought it was getting everything, but it's not even getting, like, the supplemental. It's not getting the supplemental green chips that I'm producing elsewhere. That explains a lot. Okay, that should help quite a bit with filling this with green chips. Not like we really need a ton. But yeah, look at those. That healthy green chip production is looking much nicer. Also, I think we can upgrade these too. Do the same thing. Upgrade them. We could probably delete some of the assemblers, but I don't think that's a big deal. And give them some more prods. Let's see, Alt-M, I think? Alt-M? Yeah. There we go. Okay, so this actually produces fairly fast. It's kind of expensive though, but we can use it. We can use it for the expensive stuff. Is pretty much all we can do right now. And then I think we handcrafted prod 3s. Yeah, there we go. Can we handcraft more of them? Production mod activity 3? What are we missing? Processing units. We might be able to make we need to make 4 more. And we should definitely have blue chips here. Yeah, because we accidentally sent way more than we were supposed to. Perfect. That's exactly how many we needed. Okay, and then fuel is good, life support's good, perfect. Rough data storage substrate. What do we have in here that we're not supposed to? Green chips, steel, those can go back. LDS is actually supposed to be in a different chest. Now we kind of just need to empty our inventory of some junk. But for that, we kind of need the mall to work too. Okay, so first things first, let's get the mall up and running. Also, that's a good reminder that we need to go fix the gap over here. Nope, that's not where it was. Was it over here? Yeah, okay. Okay, hopefully that fixes that issue where they can just walk right on by. Hopefully, I don't know if we built it far enough. We'll see. Okay. Okay, so we need conveyor belts, obviously. Conveyor belts, that's not what they're called. Are they called transport belts? Transport belts, okay. So that needs lube, steel, LDS, electric motors, okay. What do these need? Big electric motors, heat shielding, okay. That's pretty much everything we produce here we need to go to our mall. That is gonna be tricky, isn't it? Let's see, steel and electric motors, those are on the same chest, so that counts. That's decent. This thing we can split off. Honestly, we might we might be better off. We'd be better off redesigning the whole base, but I think what I was going to say is we'd be better off moving this over here, where the mall is, and then sending conveyors back. I have no idea what this lube was for, or this water belt, so that will help if we delete it. I know that was an unbarreling, for unbarreling, so we definitely don't need that anytime soon. But yeah, if we can minimize how much spaghetti we have to produce right now, I think we'll be much better off. Okay, so those barrels have to be there. These do not have to be here. So these can just go straight through. If possible, if I could like put this over here, I think things might be simpler. Lube. Honestly, this is a pretty awful spot for a barrel warehouse. So we might have to just make a new barrel warehouse somewhere else. For now, we'll just do this. That should work for a while. Or forever. It could also work forever. It might be totally fine. Okay, and then, ooh, we can get some undergrounds back. That's perfect. Always nice to save some of those. Okay, well that works. Yeah, okay, that fixes the barrel issue. Slightly. I mean, it doesn't fix it, but it moves it to use fewer undergrounds. Okay, lube is being unbarreled here, so we can just kind of leave that, and I think we'll be okay. This is a nice amount of space belts. I like that. Okay, so we need LDS, steel. We don't need... Wait, why is there no LDS getting here? Oh, it's because all the LDS we brought up is in this one. Okay, well, that's fine. That's totally fine. And then we can delete a bunch of solar panels. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of things we can redesign down here. I don't know why we don't have a better version of this. Can we make some space undergrounds? Yeah, I have no idea why we have these storage tanks. I think at some point they were useful, but now they're just they kind of seem wasteful. Oh, I think it was so I could do circuits because oh yeah, I used to produce barrels or I used to produce lubricant from like spare heavy oil, but now we just now we don't produce that. I don't remember what it was. Oh, that was just us getting rid of scrap earlier. So that's what these tanks are for. Something we could put logic on. Is basically all they were. Okay, so that can go up. We could possibly save an underground if we redesign this, but I don't think we really need to. I don't think we're that hurting for undergrounds. Then LDS we'll just send up. And voila. Okay, there's LDS. What else did we need? Now we need copper, plastic, glass. Okay, that's annoying to get. Let's start with these. Big electric motor to process heat shielding. Let's see if we can put heat shielding on this belt somehow. See, where does heat shielding come from? Where does heat shielding come from? That is a good question. Okay, I think we can somehow force it to go this way. I think we can, yeah, I think we can manage that. And once again, things get a whole lot easier if we just delete buildings we don't need. And then I don't know what side of the belt LDS is on. So that kind of limits our side loading options. I think we can just do this. And then what is that? That is barrels. Okay, we are out of underground. That is unfortunate. And now we have Yikes. The belt moves so fast you can't really catch it if you mess up, which is kind of annoying. Definitely not the end of the world, but something we have to work around. Okay, we can use this for now. Actually, can we make undergrounds right here? I think we actually brought enough over that we can just temporarily produce undergrounds. Let's hope. Yep, okay. That'll work. That'll work. We'll just give it some regular belts. We still have 500 to work with. We'll be totally fine. Yeah, we can just have it craft all those down for now, which will definitely solve our problem a lot. See, novice is still missing. Ooh, wait, it's starting to get prod 2s again. That's good. It was low on them for a very long time. Okay, so undergrounds, we'll be able to finally get out of this area. I have no idea why it upgraded like that. That was weird. Okay, but we don't quite have LDS. I don't know where all our LDS went. Probably to these. Yeah, okay, until we get the mall built, I think we need to manage how much junk we produce. Especially, especially if it's just space scaffolding. If we don't have a mall to put on the scaffolding, we don't really gain anything from the scaffolding. Then let's see, how full is this? Is a very empty rocket. We could start filling this one with LDS again. What about you? Yeah, well, we'll just fill this one with LDS and steel. I think we'll be good. We can even tell it to refill a specific amount, but I don't think we need to worry about that. Because we need to be sending a decent amount of stuff up here. Let's see. We could convert iron ingots into steel. That's not terrible. If we can get a thermo facility. Because we can unpack them and then we can just smelt them. It's very space inefficient, but it's a good way to get steel from the thing we already have. Or we could just increase the amount of steel we're sending up in the other rocket, which is probably a better option. Okay, back to trying to figure out the underground situation, because it is a complete and total mess. Okay, so this gives us some of the resources we need. Then we'll need to cut across through here. I wonder if we can just shift this up a tile. I think we can shift this up and just send these in a straight line, because that would definitely make things nicer. Yeah, that's already a billion times better. And then we can make this the petroleum, unbarreling, voila. Give it an upgrade. We do have to do something weird here, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, that should help. That should help a lot, right? Is this the wrong kind of barrel? No, I just flipped that bell. Okay, there we go. That looks nicer. Okay, so now what we can do is we can just continue these straight ahead, which is way, way easier to work with than what we had. Don't know why there's an underground there, but it worked out. It didn't cost us anything extra. Okay, I think we have enough upgrades, undergrounds to fill the area too. Don't know what to do with these heavy oil barrels. We have a lot of things I don't want on me. We can't really do anything with copper wire, but I think we'll put it in the chest just to make it easier to sort through. So we don't have to worry about it. I give that some undergrounds. Okay. And now we can just send those in a straight line. Okay, so now we can automate stuff over here, which is just way, way easier. Okay, so we got transport belts. We need undergrounds. We need steel. I think that's right. And then this is just missing steel. Yeah, okay, it has everything it needs. Now we just need to figure out how to get lube over here, which I think is going to be pretty easy. Because pipes are decent to work with, yeah. Yeah, pipes are not too bad. Okay, we definitely need a roboport somewhere, but that we should be able to get enough undergrounds, or we can make this an underground. Since we're so limited on pipe, actually, let's just do that. Okay, yeah, we completely forgot to connect this, but that's fine. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Complete automation. Kind of. It's automation in a sense. And now, I said I wanted the transport belts to go that way for space science, because I think that looked like a fairly direct line. Yeah, fairly direct. Not perfect, but it didn't use a ton of undergrounds. But now undergrounds are somewhat automated, so we're good. This is incredibly slow. We definitely need speed mods in it. This one probably doesn't need speed mods because I don't think it's going to be limited by anything we have here. Okay, so that's one step down. Now we also need plastic, glass, and cables. So glass and plastic can come through this one, right? Yeah, we can request plastic through here. Because I don't think I don't think we have it connected here. Oh, we do have it connected here. I still don't know why we're sending plastic through this. I don't know if we can, actually. Like, it's a bit difficult. So if we want these to be stack inserters, we can't exclude multiple resources. We could get one more entity out of this. We could get plastic and maybe one other thing from these corners, but if we do that, we need to... Okay, we can at least get one. We can make this do two things. But stack filter inserters can't grab multiple different items. So if we had these like exclude capsules, we couldn't have it exclude cargo rocket sections. So we would have to downgrade all of these if we wanted to be able to deal with the capsules. So instead, let's just move these... Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. That's a delivery capsule. That's supposed to be a cargo capsule or space capsule. Okay, that is exactly what I don't want here. We'll just blacklist it. Perfect. Okay, now we have a little bit to work with. This isn't a perfect system, but yeah, okay. That'll let us get plastic out of this, so we don't have to redesign the rockets. I'll take it. Take what I can get at this point. When you create an absolute mess, you kind of have to deal with the consequences. Okay, plastic, and then we can get glass from here too, which would be nice. Actually, if we have... Is this heat shielding? This is heat shielding, so we could remove this belt. We don't have to, but it is an option. And then we don't have splitters. What do you need for space splitters? Ooh, okay, red chips. These are actually kind of pricey. Whoops. I let go of my jetpack as soon as I got to that point. That's not ideal. Should I be flipping these? I feel like I should flip these, because I can't really connect space splitters to it with the way I have designed. Well, I guess if we're hand feeding it red chips, we might as well just... If we're hand feeding it red chips, we might as well hand feed it iron as well. Or conveyors as well. They're not... Yeah, it's not any different. Okay, that'll work. That'll get us space splitters. Do we have any red chips up here? I think we don't have red chips. Ooh. Wait, that's not good. 5 out of 7 meteors destroyed. We need to improve our defenses. Yikes. Which is kind of tricky because we are having power issues, but I don't think we have much of a choice. See, how's this coming along? It's going decent. I think we have enough accumulators now that we can finish this build. And then maybe do a second row, see how that goes. Yeah, that we should have the solar panels for that. Okay. Hello, Citrizo. Let's see, you have a question. Is it normal that at the beginning of the space phase, your cargo rocket from Novice misses constantly the cargo pad on Novice orbit? Only the first time. The first time it's guaranteed because there isn't a cargo pad there. Any other orbits, I think there is a small chance to miss, but it's not something you should get regularly, is my understanding. But you have to make sure you select the correct landing pad if you send second or third, if you send future rockets, because it's really easy to miss, especially if you like move the landing pad. Because I think this right here... Yeah, there is like a 1% chance to just miss the landing pad, I think. You'll still get most of the components during a miss, at least. You just don't get everything. Yeah, it's I almost made that mistake. Fortunately, I had a lot of chat to warn me like 10 times. Make sure you select the landing pad. Because it seems to be very, very common. Okay, where were we? Oh, right. We needed more We needed more meteor defense turrets. Okay, I think we can make a, what's it called? Meteor point defense? Meteor defense installation. Okay, let's have it produce, I don't know, connected logistic network for sure. Meteor defense installation. Let's try to keep like 5 at any given time. No, 4. Let's do 2. They're really expensive. Let's do 2. Okay, and then what is this missing? Batteries, cables, blue chips, and glass. I don't think we have... No, wait, do we have cable? We totally have cables. And processing units. Okay, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I think this will get everything. Red chips are low, that makes sense. Although it doesn't need red chips. I don't think we have red chips going into a chest anywhere. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime. I'm glad I actually knew something. Because I do know very little about space exploration as a whole. But that is one thing I do know. Yay. Space manufacturer, do we need to move this? No, we don't need to worry about that. Okay. Where were we? We were trying to get this stuff over here. Oh, right, we wanted to do splitters, but because we don't have splitters, we'll do it the lazy way. And that is called filter inserters. To just take the resource off. This is the farthest I've been. Which is not terribly far, but this is my first time playing space exploration. Well, not like my first day, but my first run of it. We're up to production science. I think I can go under here awkwardly. I have no idea what this layout is. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can use another underground. We're very limited on undergrounds and stuff right now, so we have limited options for rerouting a lot of things. That's what we're trying to fix at this moment, though. But yeah, currently we are trying to make a mall so that way we can get space pipe and stuff, and don't have to be incredibly conservative about the space mall or space buildings. Because currently we have to delete like so many things to save like a couple pipes because we can't handcraft anything and they're not set up in the mall yet, but we are pretty darn close. And what does space pipe actually need? I know it needs copper, but it's copper wire, right? Plastic, glass, steel. Okay. We'll use an underground, I think is what we'll do. Maybe? Yeah, maybe. I'm not quite sure. I don't have a vision here like I thought I did. We could split it off. That's one thing we can do with the resources we have. It's not an amazing idea, but it is an idea for sure. Steel. Perfect. And then we can get copper wire here, which is not great. Or sorry, cable. I don't think anybody's ever like cared if you call it cable, but I always forget it's not actually called copper wire, which is wild. Like, I know it's not that wild, but I don't know. It's just so generally referred to as that. I swear it used to be. I have no evidence to support that, and it probably wasn't. But maybe. Maybe one day a long time one day a long time ago. Because I do have a lot of like I do sometimes get things mixed up with the old way. Oof, we were very close. But like blue science, I really struggle with the blue science recipe. It's been changed so many times. Like I know it's been the same for like years at this point, but there's still always something in my mind that's nagging me and saying it hasn't changed. They're just like, oh yeah, no, it's still the same. It uses batteries and laser turret. Well, I don't think laser turrets are a thing, but he used to have some interesting requirements. I think it was filter inserters. Yeah, it used filter inserters. That was weird. I didn't like that. Okay, how do we get more space assembly machines? Ah, we just craft them. That simplifies it. Oh, we don't have fast inserters being sent up here. Can we split off them? I think we'll just take fast inserters from here and call it good. Like if we send up enough, that'll produce a lot of space assembling machines for us. What else is used in a finite amount? Oh, nothing. Just that. Okay, so yeah, if we want to produce the good machines, we need more fast inserters. Not a ton though, just a few. Okay, this will get a space pipe. This will get a space fast pipe. Not fast pipe. That's not a name. Underground pipe. And then let's see if this works. That is incredibly slow. That is 80% faster. That counts for something. I think we could speed it up. I don't know if we need to, but I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. Like we can't really go wrong with this as long as we have enough resources. We don't have enough resources. I just saw the steel. I'm sure it'll be fine. Fine. And then we can probably stop requesting solar panels. Did we disable this or did we limit it? Why isn't this running? Oh, it's LDS limited. Of course it's LDS limited. Why would it not be? Oh wait, we did cut off LDS. I don't know if that was intentional or not. I think it's time to send up a replacement rocket though. Okay, so this is not very full. It does have a ton of LDS and steel though, so that's awesome. And then this one we can cancel and we can just start filling the rocket. This one is also only half full. If we could have combined these into one rocket, that would be perfect. Let's see, what do we have like a ton of iron up here or something? Oh, that's why I didn't request iron. I see. Yeah, it all makes sense now. And then for now, we need to send these to the packer up here, so that's going to be tricky. But we do have a fancy mall now. It's not amazing, but it does exist, which means we can actually like kind of route resources. Not that easily, but we can route them. It's like if we put them output them here using cargo. It's not called cargo, right? What's it called? Rocket. It is cargo rocket section. Rocket cargo section space capsules. Not to be confused with the other capsules, which we've done multiple times so far. Okay, that kind of works. Yeah, okay. I think this will make it all the way there. This is the only thing that's the problem. Actually, that's a bigger problem than I thought it would be. We cannot go through that warehouse, and we can't belt weave either. We might have a yellow underground. Yeah, okay. We have a few of these. We still need to use them a little bit sparingly, but they definitely work for... They'll work for now. And then... Thanks for that, Mr. Cargo section. Definitely not what I wanted. And there we go. Okay. Those will fill up, and then we can just... Whitelist here. Yeah, I knew that would be an issue. Blacklist are confusing. It's really easy to forget what you're blacklisting because it doesn't have a different symbol between the two. So like this looks like it's filtered to grab only capsules, but obviously it's not. So I was trying to be lazy and I regret it instantly. There we go. Much nicer. Okay, now we don't have to worry about space capsules and stuff filling this up. Roboports, let's see, what don't we need in here? Roboports, stone. We just need to do some clearing. Can't wait until we have provider chests and can do this automatically. That'll be the day. The day things finally are like reasonable. See, we brought so many assembly machines that we do not need. Oh, there's a lot of copper in here. We could probably just drop this and do a chest here. Manually clear it. Because if we filter this out, it'll be a lot easier to find things in the future. It looks like we also have a lot more steel that we can use for now to keep our base running. We just have it in a very weird spot. We also have a lot of ore for some reason. No idea what that's about, but it probably should not be in the storage chest. Maybe we can do another warehouse up here that just looks like junk. Because then I don't think we'll be able to confuse stuff as much. There we go, and then let's replace the chest real quick. If we do that, it kind of compresses the inventory. It doesn't filter it, but it does compress it. So it's a good option if you get lost where things are. Yeah, because this is a lot to scroll through. Oh my gosh, that was not correct. Okay. Space capsules, we don't need these solar panels. Don't need this heat shielding or glass. I mean, we want it somewhere, we just don't want it there. Bioweapons, and then we need to improve our science production. Space platform, plating. If we have something we're not going to expand to, we could place this plating. There we go. Because I think that'll give us the scaffolding back. Yeah, we'll have to definitely decon some of them, but that'll work. So that way they don't clutter the inventory and gets us a few more tiles that we can deal with. Heat shielding. Okay, we have a lot of heat shields and glass just sitting in these. I think this is what we brought up when we first came up here. And then we never like re-examined it ever since. We could use another storage chest. We might make one whenever we get the next shipment. Okay, how's this coming along? It's still only half full, which is unfortunate. I think we just need to send it. I really want to get these beacons. How's the space mall coming along? Oh, look at that. It is made one. Wow, these are terrible. It's a good thing. It's a good thing we are going to get beacons soon, because those were just god awful. Hopefully we can fix that soon. We'll use some red chips, green chips. Okay, I wanted to make some more storage warehouses. Wait, no, that's a bad idea. That doesn't work. We don't need another storage warehouse. We do need some splitters. Let's give it 1 stack of red chips for splitters. That should give us like 10, which I think is plenty. We don't need this water ice anymore. This will start producing again. I think we can limit it. I think that would be a good idea, because this will just produce things uncapped. So let's connect it to the network and have it produce scaffold. What is that? And keep it at under 1,000. Because it produces pretty fast. It just, yeah, it produces very fast. It just is usually limited by resources of some sort. So I think that's a better way to do it, because otherwise it's going to eat up all of our resources forever. Telescope, still don't know what this does. I'm sure we'll figure it out. We might not have, it might not do anything yet. It might not do anything ever. I'm assuming it does something at some point, but we're not quite there. See, pumps, we definitely don't need to carry this many pumps with us. And then these are a bunch of space pipe stuff that we don't really need. Okay, I think that's most of it. And we can have a canister here of things we should bring back when we leave the planet. So let's take this capsule. I think this is a good spot for us to store stuff like life support. We don't need petroleum gas barrels. Should go here. Water barrels. I feel like water barrels we should just delete them. Yeah, I might just unbarrel them here though. Speaking of unbarreling, let's see, what are we missing? Can we automate these? I don't think we can automate them, but we can definitely semi-automate them. I don't know why that's not gonna run. Oh, we can also delete some ghosts. Nope, tile ghosts, right? Tile ghosts are, nope, also not tile ghosts. Which ones are tile ghosts? Here we go. Okay. So yeah, we can semi-automate assembling machines. I think that's good enough. Although for now we just need to grab some resources for handcrafting. But yeah, if we just grab like a bunch of processing units and what else? There's one more thing it needed that I didn't want to ship over. I think big electric motors, yeah. So if we take the big electric motors and move them over here, we should be good. That will produce a fair amount of this. So processing units, electric motors, let's give it a stack inserter, input, input, power, power. These are not connected to power. Where is our closest power? Okay, there we go. Do we not have space pylons? We must have left them. We could also start using substations. Those could be good. Okay, let's see. Is this working? No, it is not. Okay. Something is broken here. Something is very broken. Ah, I see. It's because we have like 50 stacks of steel. So broken isn't the right word. We just have things in like the wrong chests, so we just need to move those around. Boop, boop. If we do that by hand, that should speed it up. Because these will pretty much never empty. Sulfur, okay, all that stuff is supposed to be there. Construction bots are not. So we can send those into the network. Especially if we can find another Roboport somewhere. Yeah, there's another one. And we could also have just put them in a chest. That would have worked. We have 40 seconds before we run out of life support, but honestly, we're not in any rush for that. Concrete just kind of goes wherever. That's for handcrafting. So we can definitely remove that from this chest. Where is it, anyway? Oh, it's only 32. So we didn't really need to change it. Heat shielding, concrete, and request this, and voila. Okay, we'll have life support again. Perfect. Nice and safe. Okay, and then this is working. It is not fully automated, but it will at least make us assembly machines. Space manufactory. I think, honestly, we should do the same thing with this. And have it be semi-automated. Because it uses a bunch of things that we don't need. We don't need a ton of space manufactories. But on the other hand, fully automated would be nice. The other hand, we don't really have access to fast transport belts or fast inserters in like a large quantity, so that kind of complicates things. So we can't, if we fully automate it, we'll just run out of fast inserters and then we won't be able to build anything, which sounds like a worse situation. So yeah, let's give it, we don't actually need any right now, but let's see, where can we get, we can request some fast transport belts. We can have our 38 bots bring it to us. Oh, cosmic water. Whoops. Okay, well, you know what? We need a fluids pipe anyway. We might as well build it now. A fluids pipe, you know, as opposed to a solids pipe. Guess it's a bit redundant. Okay, what can we get now that we have productivity modules? What is this? Oh, it's a space crusher. Okay. That sounds useful, I guess. A growth facility. Ooh. That sounds cool. Wait, what does this do? You can turn biosludge into wood, or fish, or biomass. Ooh. Okay. Wait, no, I'm reading it the wrong way. You can produce biosludge from wood. Wait, so what can I do with biosludge? I can burn it with methane to turn it into oil. Okay, so none of this here looks like it actually consumes biosludge. Maybe a future one does. Yeah, we're not gonna back up on it for a long time. It's probably not super important right now. Ooh, okay, big mining drill. That sounds very nice. Also, it's very cheap. I thought it was going to be incredibly expensive. I mean, it's not super cheap, but it's cheaper than what I expected, I guess is a better way to phrase it. It could have been a lot worse. Overx arrangement. Well, we don't really have uranium, so we can't really go towards that. Mining productivity. Now let's get the things that seem fairly cheap. What does a prod 4 take? Vitamelange. Vitamelange. Vitamelange? Sure, let's go with that. Vitamelange extract. What does this take? Iridium. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. Okay. You know what I definitely need? Flamethrower damage. Not really, but I care about it more than the other things. Okay, so this needs cosmic water. We're waiting on bots to place the pipes. Good. Let's see if we can straighten this out, because that would make things a whole lot simpler. If we could just make this a straight belt, because then we can use an underground. Perfect. We can save a lot of pipes if we use the long pipes. Not a ton. You can save like 50% of the pipes if you use the long pipes. They also prevent mixing of fluids, which is, in my opinion, its biggest advantage. I have no idea why bots have not brought me stuff. Am I not standing in range? Or, oh, they're in this one, not this one. Okay, well that would explain it. Forgot where I put them. Okay, roboports don't need to be there. Roboports can go into the storage chest along with a lot of the inserters. Let's give it like half. The other one can start making space manufacturers. And then I don't know why we brought so many assembly machines. Let's see. What were we looking for? Roboports? Roboports. There we go. Okay. Big electric mining drills seem very good. I'm excited to finally start producing them. They might not be as good as I think. Let's see. They 5 module slots, so that's 2 more module slots. Dimensions 5 by 5. Mining area 11 by 11. Oh, okay. Now we're talking. I did not see the mining area. That is big. So if you beacon some mining drills, the big mining drills, you're able to cover a patch much easier. Also, way fewer modules. Okay, I get it now. I get the appeal. So you can get more productivity out of it and a whole lot easier. Which, speaking of beacons, let's make some. We need wait, we can't request any of that. None of these things are provider chests. Wait, that can't make any of them. Why would I bother? What did I want to give it? I wanted to give it fast inserters. And that's it. Well, if it's limited by fast inserters, I guess we can have a direct feed. Oh, but it will fill up with so many space assembly machines that I would rather it not. Okay, glass needs to go there. Heat shields. Pretty much any other assembler. Oh, look at that. 40 space splitters. We're moving up in the world. These are still incredibly slow. We could do more belt. But honestly, I think it's producing as fast as we're expanding. So it's not like we're in any rush. Okay, and then we needed... What else do we need up here? What do you need in the space mall? I feel like I should be producing most things. Everything else needs to be made... Oh gosh, so many things need to be made in a manufactory. Interesting. That complicates things a lot. Okay, decontamination facility. Yeah, I don't really know what we need automated. At least this will go a long way. This will drastically speed up our expansion, because we were so limited by all of this stuff before. Like we finally have something to work with, and that is fantastic. Like it's hard to overstate how useful that is. We can even do this and get some more pipe, so that way we can rush things out faster. These things I think are producing fast enough. Probably not. Let's get one more belt assembler, because it seems pretty easy to do, especially now that we actually have resources. Great. I mean, we don't have a ton of resources, but we have some. 6? Yeah, we have 6 undergrounds. That's all we need. There we go. Okay, ideally we would have fluids come from a different direction, especially if we use space manufactories, which, honestly, we should have. We should have just used space manufactories for these. We just didn't bring up enough motors to actually do that. Despite how nice it would be, it's not gonna work super well. That's what I think. That's what I'm thinking too. They seem very, very nice. I just didn't bring up as many electric motors as I thought I did, so I can't make any. Oh wait, hold up. Why do I have 1,000 here? Never mind. Change of plans. We brought 1,000 electric motors. We are not nearly as limited as I thought I was. So yeah, we can switch some of them over to the big boys. I genuinely did not notice these. I thought we put them in this chest, and we had about 20 or 120. So then when we didn't have any more, I was like, oh, guess they don't exist. I gave up very fast, but we're good now. That's what the important thing is that we have them now, and I'm not as forgetful as I thought, which is also nice. Good news. Still forgetful, clearly, but not as forgetful as I was. Are these full, or are they just still emptying? Oh, those are full. Hopefully they have at least some of everything they need. Wires don't need to go there. Processing units could go there. Okay. Let's see if this produced enough. Oh yeah, that's much nicer. Okay, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't need a space manufacturer for wire, but we need at least 7 of them for what we have now, which is definitely very workable. Oh, and with the space manufacturers, we can have pipe and we can have these in the same row because the manufacturers can be in the middle of them all. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, let's see if we have enough. Let's see if we let's see if we have enough space scaffold for this. I think this should be plenty. How much did I just place? 500? Yeah, okay. Definitely some wasted pipe there. We did not have requester stuff yet. We've been pushing it off because I really wanted to get beacons. And we did prod science first. It was a mistake. It was a mistake doing it that order. Well, yeah, definitely. If I could go back, I would have gone for utility science first, but it's not too big of a deal. But it would be helpful in these kinds of this specific instance. What am I looking for? I need beacons, right? Yeah, I want beacons. Red chips, concrete, motors. Okay. Concrete we put up here. Red chips are still in this chest. Ooh, we're using a lot more than I thought we were. Okay, how many beacons can we make? None, because I forgot to grab steel. Forgot to grab the only thing of it that's vanilla. Yeah, we can delete the stuff pretty easily, I think. Yeah, I guess it's not too much of a concern. Let's see, what are you limited by? LDS. That makes sense. We should probably do honestly, we should probably do double long inserters rather than. Yeah, we'll do double long inserters for all the manufacturers because it's a lot easier to. Because then I guess it doesn't really matter because manufacturers are large, right? So I can put like up to 18 inserters on each side. Okay. Yeah, that's not nearly as limiting as I was picturing. Okay, where are they? I do like the idea of the double long, though. It seems easier to work with. I actually want the middle. I want the top to be up here. Or I want I want it to go here. So we'll redesign it. We'll shift all the belts. I don't think that'll be a problem. Actually, do I have enough? If I have enough of everything to get this mostly started, I think I will. I don't think I quite do. Maybe if I hand feed it. Basically, I want to just redesign this completely now. But that's also a little bit of work. If I run out of stuff, redesigning it, I will make it tricky. Let's put everything in a warehouse. That seems like a good idea. Also, what is this scrap chest? We're not requesting anything. Perfect. Okay, I think we should have enough space manufactories. As long as we don't do the pipe yet, we'll be good. Okay, and we're going to just delete it all because I honestly don't want it to go back into the bot network quite yet. Okay, this stuff can go back, but the assembly machines we didn't really have to spare. Oh, look at that. So this is already up there. Then we can put copper up there as well. Is our inventory full? Why did those drop on the ground? Weird. Might have been too far away. Okay, we can make this work. That's a good spot. Which means all this space down here is useless. But, you know, that's what happens when you just guess. And then long inserter. We don't need this filter anymore. We definitely have enough pipe to get things started. Okay, first things first. Underground. Because I actually want this one in the middle to be space transport belt. So that way I can direct feed it. There we go. So that way it can split both of those ways. How much faster are these? They're 10 times faster, right? Roughly 8 times faster. Oh, that's big. That's very good. I'm probably going to regret that. That's a terrible spot for lube. Yeah, that's a terrible spot for that. Would actually rather use more platforms, and then we don't need the space down here, so we'll recover those. I don't think we're limited, but just in case. Roboport, let's place another, because I would like to move it. Okay, I think we can work with this. And then hand feeding, this is the stuff that needs to be hand fed, right? Wait, this is supposed to be splitters. Needs to be hand fed red chips. Okay. Output, don't think it matters where the outputs go. I do want a consistent spot for the outputs, actually. Just because it looks a lot nicer to have them output to the same spot every time. We could probably double side them all if we really wanted to, but I don't think we need to worry about that quite yet. There we go. Now they'll actually connect to power. Eventually delete these. Yeah, I would rather have the fluids all come from one side. Which means this need to be here, 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 and here. Okay. Yeah, we have enough space. We only have 2 fluids to worry about right now, so it's not too tricky. Okay, so that one can be cosmic water. The top one can be lube. Yeah, okay, that'll work. We'll get a better design later once we actually use the non-mixing pipes. I think will simplify things a lot. It's just not super important quite yet. Like, it won't be an issue. And this can be where actually, let's switch those. This can be where copper goes. And probably blue chips. I think blue chips should be automated to them all. How's our base? Just getting walls damage. That's not a big deal at all. Perfect. And now we're just burning bots. Also perfectly fine. Okay, and now I can just copy and paste it. Cool, look at that. We're moving up in the world. We have transport belts, and now we need to send them to science, which is not super tricky. We can just send them under there, and that won't be a big deal. Okay, this is getting enough, but we could increase it even more if we wanted to. There we go. That's working. That's working fast. This is probably inserter limited, right? Don't know which one's using more. But that should be fine. This will work a lot it's a lot faster than what we had. That's the important thing. Okay, now we need pipes. No, let's do... This is gonna be very long, but that's fine. You are suffocating. Oh. Where did we drop our junk? Space capsules. There we go. Or life support. We could use that. Much nicer. Okay. That's working. We need space pipe. I think more important than space pipe, though, is automated space manufactories. I mean, to just keep it looking nice, we could leave the gap there. Yeah, true. Just a starter base. It doesn't need to be perfect. Or even good. It can be perfectly adequate. We need to make assembly machines first. I couldn't remember what the build order was. There we go. I think this fairly standard setup actually works decent. We'll copy this a few times. That did not, that was not close. I thought I would be able to drag in a straighter line. I was very wrong. Okay. That counts for something. Let's see if we can get one more manufactory here. Oh yeah, perfect. Ironically, this is the one that we don't need permanently, but that's fine. Then a Roboport, and then are we missing this stuff, or I think it's just bot queue. Unless, oh, we put all the space pipe in that chest. I was like, there's no way we're short on space pipe. There we go. Much, much better. Now I can actually build things by hand, which would be would have been a better idea from the start. But we're good. And now we can take this and have bots place the other one. I guess it doesn't matter which direction they go. I like having inserters go to the right, but it really doesn't make a difference. Okay, and then we'll have a chest for hand feeding. Okay. Yeah, because this needs to be hand-fed big electric motors, and this one needs to be hand-fed inserters and big electric motors. Okay, that'll work. Do we have any more inserters? Do we need any more inserters? I think we're limited by other things right now. I think we have, yeah, we don't think we're super... I don't think we need to double up the long inserters, but we will just in case I completely underestimated things. Okay. And then space pipe, which we have a fairly standard grid we can use now. Perfect. We probably should have done... We definitely should have done the... What is this called? The scaffolding first. This is just such a long base, but that's fine. That's what honestly, that's what malls always look like. They tend to be very long designs. Also, I just realized we didn't bring jetpack fuel with us. That could have been very bad. We do have a grappling hook, fortunately. But yeah, we should have been more careful. Okay, and now we can get rid of, let's see. What do we have that we want to just keep up here? Probably big electric poles, medium electric poles. And then space manufactories. Okay, now we can just decon this whole thing. Call it good. There we go. And then cables, we need to send up as well. That is the wrong assembly machine. I should probably change my hotbar to be space related. Because it's been way too long for us to still have that. To still have the same hotbar. For machines we very rarely use now. Or we could have a second hotbar. It honestly would take like 2 seconds to set up another hotbar. Maybe 30. It really wouldn't take long. The hardest thing would be figuring out where things are in our inventory. Okay, so this is limited by big electric motors, which I don't really like. Yeah, that too. It's not even like red belt. We use red belt for everything, but we still have yellow belt on the hotbar, which makes it even worse. Like, at least red belt would be like something we still use. Okay, pipe. And I think we can delete a lot of these inserters, but we'll probably just leave them because we don't really need them. We're not super hurting for resources. Okay, leave it to 2, give it a speed module here. There we go. Yeah, it's my first time playing space exploration. Well, not my first day, but yeah, I have briefly played space exploration before. I got to like Blue Science once. So this is my first run that's ever actually made it to space and stuff. It's really fun though. There's a lot. The hardest part of it is just finding things in my inventory because there's so many different resources. Okay, let's see. You limit to 5. Give yourself some splitters. All of this. This is limited by red chips. It's not fully auto. Give it some of that junk. Okay, now that we've limited things, I think we'll stop backing up. Yeah, I can see that. The first steps into space were rough, especially since, actually our first time in space, the first time we went to orbit, we didn't miss much. So that was nice. Like it made things a whole lot easier. But then like every other time after that, we missed stuff. But the first time we brought everything we needed for our starter like space. So at least I have that going for me. Should this be a stack inserter? Why aren't these stack filter inserters? Why aren't they? There we go. I thought we were out of steel, but it turns out we're just emptying slowly. We'll be out of steel very soon, though. Okay, look at that. This is like our 5th time heading to orbit, and we finally set up a mall. That's so exciting. It can't produce a lot of things, but it produces the things we need it the most of. Also, we can move this, which would be a good idea. Just so we can keep track of our resources a lot easier. Let's see, where's this go? The only reason I copied this was for this stack inserter, which has a logistics limit. There we go. That's actually, honestly, this is the best. This is a good spot for the space platform because it's close to everything, but it's not super important if it's like a little bit far away. We're very limited by bot build speed. But I just think it sounds nice to have everything in one unified mall, especially something that's deprioritized. I think everything I need for space scaffolds is at the bottom. Yeah, I think that's everything. Why isn't that placed yet? Hello? Oh, there we go. We could have also just copied the recipe. Space scaffold. I don't know why I typed space. There's so many things named that. There's like 2 things named scaffold. Okay. This will be so nice. Because we have had to like keep track of this belt for so long. And everything was just a complete mess for no reason. But now it doesn't have to be, which is great. Now we can just send this directly straight through, which is awesome. There we go. Okay, and then I wanted to upgrade these all to stack filter inserters. This one doesn't need to be one. Actually, it can't be one. These ones can. Okay, and then I wanted to move away from this storage system, but we have so many... Like, I don't want the double chests here. I want only the warehouse for most things. But we accidentally disconnected our rocket from the network a while back. So we weren't sending the correct signals to say, hey, stop filling the rocket. Which meant we sent up an entire load of stuff we didn't need. Which is why we have 20,000 science up here. When we're producing like 1 science per minute or something. Like we really did not need that much science. And now we're kind of paying for that ever since. But yeah, it took me a long time to notice. I mean, it filled up the entire rocket with like 400 stacks of things that we don't need. Yeah, that's true. We don't need science for a long while. At least like 40 techs, probably. The main issue with it was that it starved like our entire base down here for a while, because we weren't prepared to produce that much science. But we recovered. Things have leveled out again. That's the important thing. Cannot insert construction bots. Inventory is full. Why is it trying to? I don't know why it's trying to. give me construction bots. Oh well. Plastic, send that back through the system. Wire. Electric motors. Oh, we do have some electric motors, so we can make more assembly machines. I'm actually going to keep them here so I can keep better track of them. And then we have beacons. What should we beacon? I want to beacon science. Research. Because I don't think we're limited. We are not limited by this at all. But I wanted to finally place a beacon. Oh, that's nice. That does not work very well. These should probably be stack inserters or something. Yeah, that doesn't work great. Now they're too fast. But now we could probably drop down to just one if we really wanted to. Simplify the design a little bit. But hey, at least we'll be able to research faster for the things we don't actually need. Also, I feel like this has not improved in a while. Why is it not going up? No, it is. Okay. It's just way slower than I thought. This is the first time we've had a research in like 4 hours. Because we didn't have any prod science. What was that waiting on? What? Are we not producing chemical? Oh. Oh, this is production limited? Really? I was not expecting this to have any chance of being production bottlenecked, so I wasn't watching out for that at all. I just assumed one would be plenty for the amount of stuff we weren't producing. Okay, that should be better. Huh. I mean, that wasn't our only limit. I mean, we're also limited by this. So I don't think that really fixes things. But maybe for a little bit. Let's see if we can recycle the data cards while we're here. We recycle them. It's a 2-step process, right? Let's see, where's it at? Where's it at? Let's go through here. Junk data card. Okay. We recycle it in a supercomputer. Gotcha. Do we have any of those? I don't think we do. Processing unit. Actually, there is a chance. We might have made one extra supercomputer. Don't think so, though. Which means we need a space manufactory, which we actually have access of. Honestly, this is so nice. It's almost like malls are useful, and you should use them in every Factorio playthrough. Who would have thought? Nobody told me. That's... No, someone tried to get me to build the space mall, like, a long time ago. But I kept having a lot of problems with resource bottlenecks that we had to fix, so I put it off for a while because we weren't able to launch rockets very often because we had one assembly machine producing space parts, which is not enough. We now have about 6, which is still not great, but it's plenty for what we're doing. What's it called? Supercomputer. Perfect. We should probably have a second one. Although if we beacon this, we'll be fine. Okay, supercomputer, and then that will go to a recycling facility, which we should have one of somewhere in the network. Okay, so this will recycle our data cards for us. Supercomputer. We might need some undergrounds. That did not work. I thought it had a slightly larger range than that. There we go. This isn't going to output any liquids, right? Oh, it does. Okay, well that complicates things slightly. Not a ton, just a little bit. But more than I was expecting. Okay, it goes cool. Will this cause problems? Let's see. This is... Wait, is it a guarantee of this? Is this lossless? This outputs 1. This outputs 5. Is it lossless? I thought it lost like 2%, but I'm looking at it, and if we get 1 back from this, I don't feel like it's completely recycled. Yeah, we're good. I mean, even if it's not, like, it's pretty close to lossless, so we'll be fine. And then we can send the broken data cards somewhere. I think we'll just split it. Yeah, I think we'll just split it in here. We'll be good. Oh, wait, we don't need power poles here because we still have good power poles. Blank data card and junk data card. That's not the right kind. There's so many data cards. Oh, look at that. I once again summoned the wrong type of inserter. Okay, will that work? Is that recycling enough? It might not be. This is a 70% chance. So these actually, we need to do something else. These are also all the wrong direction. No, it's an easy fix though. But yeah, we need to make sure that this only runs if this is full, so that way we don't back stuff up. This one doesn't need to be connected. So I think we can just connect them directly. I think the wire reaches. Oh yeah. Blank data card. Okay, that'll prioritize the recycler. Less than 10? No, greater than 10. Greater than 10. Okay. So, wait. No, less than 10 was right. No? Wait, hold up. If there's 10 in here, this won't run. Yeah, okay, we were right the first time. Now, hold on, someone's texting me about lunch. Okay. Yeah, we're getting burgers today. It was delayed, so that's what hence my stream title. Variable length or random length, unknown length. I spelled unknown wrong. I spelled it like the Pokemon, I think. There we go. Anyway, but yeah, we're getting burgers today. I thought we were gonna get it before stream, but then it was delayed like a couple hours, so I had no idea how long the stream could be. I just had the goal of hopefully being able to. Why isn't this working? Also, why do we have two? Oh, wait. Oh, we need thermofluid. Oh. Okay, I get it. I get it now. Oof. We need to shift to this like one tile so we have access to the resources. Can we do that? I think we can. Yeah, I completely read the recipe wrong. Not that wrong, just slightly. So this needs to go here. There we go. Okay. This is just recycling, so I figured it didn't need any resources. Okay, so this outputs warm, and it needs cool to come in. Okay, so it's not a perfect recycling. I didn't notice that one requirement, that one fluid requirement. Basically I was thinking that the one cool we got out of this was like stuff that was already inside the card. I don't know. That doesn't make sense now that I said it. It almost made sense, but not quite. Okay, hopefully this works now. There we go. Now we can recycle stuff. Ah, much better. Okay, and then the other junk data card goes into a recycler, which we should be able to. We should have one up here. Recycler, not receiver. There we go, recycling facility. Don't know what we get out of the recycling process. If it's a fluid, then that's going to be annoying. Okay, what do we get back? I think it's just scrap. Okay, that's easy to work with. There we go. Look at that. Scrap. We're producing scrap in a lot of places, and we're not sorting it anywhere. So where can scrap go? If we send it all up... Oh, wait. No, that's not a bad idea. Let's cut this. If we cut this belt, basically what I'm thinking is we just sideload the scrap onto the copper belt. So that way we can reduce how many belts we need. And we can just pick off of it up here using a splitter, which we should have access to now. Look at that. Look at that. We're moving up in the world. We have space splitters. Yeah, and now if we filter copper to the other side, scrap will go through here, and then it will be... Are this all the same? The icons look different. I think it's all scrap. Okay, there we go. And that shouldn't back up copper ever. Good, good. So that saves a lot of belt to be able to piggyback off that. What else is producing scrap? These are producing barrels. Barrels are an issue. Is there anywhere we can send steel? Because we do need to recycle these barrels. But honestly, with how little oil this uses, that's low priority. Polished data substrates. Why is this not? Why does this have none? Why doesn't it have any rough? Maybe we just didn't send up that many, which is not good. Let's see. Let's see if we can increase the requirement. Oh, we're sending up 2,000 more. I think we only brought like 500 with us. Yeah, we definitely only brought like 500. Thinking that would be enough. And honestly, it mostly was. Oh wow, this does not back up that much. Yeah, we'll be fine. We can honestly, because we're not doing anything with this, we can put them onto the same belt too. There we go. So that way it's easier to figure out what scrap is what. Okay, now we're dealing with scrap. Do we have another recycle facility? I don't think we do. Pretty sure that was the last one we had. Oh wait, no it's not. We can't place it here, but if we really wanted to process the scrap, we could. I think we're good for a long while though, so we'll just ignore it. If we get a thermo facility, a couple thermo facilities, we can recycle a lot of like the iron and copper and stuff, because you can break scrap down into iron, stone. Let's see, what is it? Iron, stone. Wait, what does stone go to? Oh, stone just is used for science directly. But yeah, you can break down scrap into copper, iron, stone, and heavy oil, all of which we are using nowadays. So that would be pretty good. We pretty much never back up on scrap that way, because you get way less iron and copper back than you used, and heavy oil you get practically nothing of. Still very nice, but yeah, you don't get a lot. Wait, do I need to power it? Oh, wait, if I move these lower, it's easier to power the roboports. Then I don't have to place an extra power pole. I can't move those ones, but I can move the others. Cool. We did disconnect everything, but that's fine. We don't need them. Okay, space scaffold. I actually want to store like 1,000's good. And just to be simple, to make future expansions later, we're going to go as far as we can within the Roboport range in that direction, so that way we can add more space manufactories. I would like to eventually get wire onto this, processing units onto this. But unless we get big electric motors up here, we're not in any major need to automate that stuff. We can also, I think we can make a big electric brick drill now, which I would like to do because I think it looks cool. What are we missing? 7 steel. Okay. Not 7 steel. 20 steel? It's very low. Very small amount of steel. But I would like to replace all of these miners. Okay, we'll move the water ice 1 stack at a time. Perfect. Very, very efficient. There were better ways. I thought we had more inventory. I don't know what happened. We had like 4 slots free, and then we didn't. Okay, so I think it's large enough that one will work, right? Wait, can we place a big electric? Can we place one in space? I didn't actually check. I just kind of assumed that I'd be able to place it somewhere here. Space scaffold, just place it wherever. There it is. Okay. So now we can cover it with... Oh, is it really gonna do me like that? I thought we could fit it with 2, but it looks like we are just short of that. We could do 1 regular drill, but I wanted to use these. I wanted to use the fancy new things. Should I buy Factorio? I highly recommend the game. It has a lot you can do with it. It's very fun. But there's like so many mods you can do. You can go for like mega bases, you can go for speed runs, you can just go for all the achievements. There's a lot of different ways to play, and when you throw in mods, there's even more. So I definitely recommend it. Very, very fun game. A lot of people who play it have like hundreds or thousands of hours, so it's very cost efficient game in that sense. There we go. Yeah, currently we're playing Space Exploration mod, which is a bit overwhelming, but still very fun. There's just a lot of different things you have to do. Rocket cargo safety, okay. Oh yeah, you can also check with the demo. A lot of people don't necessarily like the demo, but do like the main game. So if the demo feels like it's not open enough or not as like free enough to do what you want, the main game does solve that, because you know the game has like a nearly infinite world, and you have different things you can research, whereas the demo, you know, it's just a demo. It focuses on just a couple things you can do. And 80% of players watching Factorio are engineer. Yeah, a lot of people who play Factorio are engineering, or at least in like or computer science or something like that. Seems to be a very popular combination. Also, we can move this. Oh, we have so much space here. We don't have anything to do with it. But yeah, it definitely attracts a certain type of people for sure. Okay, so this is not working because it's out of LDS. That is a problem. Oh, right. Okay, never mind. That's not a big deal. That's expected. Oh, wait. Hold up. We never disabled this. Do we need 20,000 steel? Will that cause problems? I feel like we can't go wrong with 20,000 steel, right? What about this? 20,000 steel. What Kardashev scale are you on? I don't know what that. Not familiar with that term. Let's see. Kardashev scale is a measurement of civilization's technology advancement based on the amount of energy it is capable of using. Ooh, interesting. That's a cool term. Is there like a list, or is it just general? Like, is it like a number scale, or is it just like what kind of, where are you at in like space travel? Oh, okay, I get it. We currently have a couple other planets. We have our main planet. We get one resource from another planet, and we do produce stuff in orbit. Yeah, we're not super far into the space part yet. We are about to go to another planet, probably next time, because we need to get utility science, and I think that will be very easy to produce. What's the max you can reach? That is a good question. I do not know much about space exploration. Uh, Pretty much everything I've seen is new, so I have no idea how far you can go or what all you can do. I don't tend to look that far ahead with like technologies and planning. I find it fun to just take things one step at a time, which means I have no idea how far this mod can go. So it'll be fun to find out. Ooh, inserter capacity? No, we can't get the good one. Stack inserter's still good though. Robot size. Ooh, that's good. Okay, let's just research random text. I'm sure that'll be fine. Okay, so this is our goal for next time. We won't be able to get it this time because I'm about to go get some burgers, but I'll make sure I save it so that way or favorite it, so that way I don't get lost. And we can unfavorite these things. Because we have them automated. We never need to craft them anymore. There we go. Look at that. Cleared our favorites list. Okay, and then we need cryonite. So our goal next time, we need to make more efficiency modules. Well, actually, we make them. We need to send them to space. Solar panels we have sent to space in low quantities. That's good. Machine learning data we are producing. Apparently, we are not producing enough, especially if we produce other sciences. But I think that's just because we ran out of cards and red chips. I think we can produce enough. So basically, our goal next time is cryonite processing, which requires heavy oil, cryonite crystals, cryonite powder. Okay. Hmm. There is a chance we can process cryonite in. We could process it before we send it here. I think it looks like it has options to build on space or not in space. But I think we have easier access to water up here, so I think I would rather. I think I would rather just make it that I go to the other planet and just mine cryonite and send it directly here, because the processing doesn't look that complicated. Because it's really just a bunch of crushing and then a second step of crushing. Although if you process stuff on Earth or whatever the land, if you process stuff on planet, you can use prod mods, though it is usually better. I guess it will just depend what the cryoplanet looks like. Because we have this space navigator, I believe we set it a priority. We will be likely going to this one. This one does have biters, but they're biters you can destroy, or we have this one which has space biters. Yeah, that's the time for the run. We've definitely not been rushing or anything. We just haven't been having fun, trying to figure things out as we go. Also having to figure out a lot of like vanilla Factorio stuff because I've never used circuit networks really. So having to use them for a mod like this is a rough awakening. Okay, so we have copper, cryonate. I doubt we have oil. We do have coal. We could do liquefaction. Don't think we really need to, but that is an option. I think we have access to water, so we'll be able to actually make a power plant, so that's nice. Coal. Okay, I'm liking that. We definitely need defenses, though, so we need to bring a lot of meteor installations. So I think we can set that up for next time. So let's just delete the surface. Go back to novice, and then we have something producing meteor installations somewhere. I believe here. Yeah. So we actually want this to produce about 10, so that way we can bring them to the other planet. Otherwise we're going to run into the same situation that we had on the first planet, which was very, very bad. Would not recommend. But basically, when we went to the Vulcanite planet, we did not bring defenses. We did not bring enough meteor installations either. So, yeah, we almost lost the entire base like 3 times, which would not recommend. Laser turrets. Okay, laser turrets would be good. We don't have oil defenses on the other planet. I would recommend playing the game vanilla the first time for sure. It There are maybe some quality of life mods you can install, but honestly, the game fixed most of the quality of life issues, so there aren't really any that I can't play without, at least in vanilla. But yeah, I definitely recommend casual, just going for like launching a rocket or getting most of the achievements is a good goal. Because some people get overwhelmed by just the original game or the base game, and some of the mods you throw in like a lot of other things to process, and that can be it. Sometimes people just get burnt out going straight for mods and then just never play the game at all. But they're both fun ways to play. Also, why do we not? Oh, right, we ran out of LDS. That's fine. They'll produce eventually, I'm sure. We just need to send a supplemental rocket next time. Okay, so next time we need cryonite, and that's our goal. I believe I hear the door, so actually it's a good stopping point. You're gonna buy it and play it? Excellent. I hope you enjoy the games. Very fun. If you don't like the biters, don't be afraid to just turn them off. Honestly, most casual playthroughs, I'd say about half the playthroughs I do casually, I just disable biters and turn resources up high. Because biters can be fun, but it's also nice just having tons of resources and not having to defend. But default settings for the game are also really good. A lot more balanced than they used to be. But if you don't like them, it's very easy to change the generation settings. But that is it for me today. I'm gonna go get some burgers. Well, a burger. I guess I probably won't have multiple burgers, but I'm gonna go get a burger. Thank you all for watching. I should be back. Is it Sunday? I might try Meme Run Monday tomorrow. I really want to finish the Chaos Randomizer, but it also sounds incredibly overwhelming. But on the other hand, so is space exploration. So we'll see. Tomorrow will either be utility science for space exploration, or we'll go for the Chaos Randomizer, where the recipes, icons, and walk speed are all randomized in a just a I forget what our goal is. It's just a normal run, but I'm pretty sure we don't have biters. No, do we have biters? I don't remember. It's been like 3 weeks, 4 weeks since we've done it. All I know is our goal is nuclear science in the chaos randomizer, rather than launching a rocket, because it's the recipe for nuclear power is hilarious. You have to process so many like decider combinators, I think, for Covarex, and it's just the most amazing recipe. So that will be my goal tomorrow if we do it. Otherwise, utility science. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for the help as always, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Peace.